So this strip is a bit late already. We tried to install an oil cooler on the Corvette. Everything went well, except for one little fitting. It just would not stop leaking no matter how hard we tried. Basically ruled it out as a defective part. But he is all packed up and ready for the trip. No oil cooler, we removed all of it, and it's gonna be fun. We've made it to Nevada. It's 6:30 in the morning, and you're asking, why are we sitting still? It's because we want Wendy's, and Wendy's doesn't open for another 6 minutes.
It's not 6:30, it's 6:24.
We had to make a stop at Walmart because we didn't get any extra athletic tape, and Shell and I both have little paper ankles, so they like to fall apart. Car's working good ever since we got the old oil cooler stuff back on, so yeah, it's pretty good. I hope you're enjoying the adventure so far. It's very exciting. We have made it to the Crater Lake National Park. Chell is struggling to get out of the car. We had the worst gas station food. It wasn't really that bad, but it was not good. And we got some gas.
We witnessed employees fighting. It was great.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was like, they should just kiss already. We found an overlook. It's definitely not coming across as cool on the phone as it is in real life. You can't really get the perspective of it, but like, it's nice out here. Like, we were on our way to climb the tallest peak in the park, but turns out the road's closed, so we have a consolation hike though. We got the snow in the sandals. Let's go. Let's go. It's Wizard Island. Wizard. Yeah, we're starting our first actual hike. I'm getting annihilated by mosquitoes. It is not fun. Look at all these mushrooms. This is the Crater Peak Trail, by the way, and I'm getting obliterated by mosquitoes currently. Great views so far, but we noticed something. It's our old nemesis, Mount Shasta. We're gonna come back for him someday. I guess this is why they call it Crater Peak. You get up here and you're in a little crater. What do you think about that, Chell? She says thumbs up, everybody. You heard it here first. Really cool up here. Made it back to the car. Good hike. Don't know if we'll have time to do any more today, but we're about to find out. Last trail for the day. Godfrey Glen. It's a little 1 mile loop. Sounds too good to be true, let me tell you. Sorry for any sound effects. I'm getting destroyed by mosquitoes and Chell's just knocking them all off of me. And we've made it back to the car. Here's a good little hike. Let me tell you all about it. It was nice, well maintained. Can't see the waterfall very well, which was a disappointment. Let me tell you about that. But now we're gonna figure out where to get something to eat and where we're gonna camp for the night. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Crater Lake again. It's a beautiful morning. We just got up. Shell and I made the executive decision to start about an hour, or 2 hours late actually, and get some food. But I took the advantage of the fact that the park is empty to get a cool picture of my car. So.
And zoom around.
And zoom around. I like to think I'm the only person who's getting a picture of their Corvette next to a marble. I would also like to point out that I might be the first person ever to secure their tent by tying it around one of the Corvette's wheels. I don't know if anyone's ever done that besides me, and if not, world first. You've seen it here first, folks. Look at this place. It's so cool. A super cool view of Wizard Island and the pretty flower that Jill mentioned. Look how tall the snow is. We're starting to hike to Garfield Peak. Chell's excited. Also, we got breakfast at the lodge. Expensive, but good. Well, never mind. Take 2 at a hike, but to Watchman Peak. But it doesn't look very promising because that's the trail. We'll see what we can do.
We're out west.
We're hiking down to the water for this one. It's gonna be fun. We've done it. I've touched the Crater Lake.
You saw that I have Cheez-Its. I'm not gonna give them any, but look at them.
They heard the rustle. There's another one floating around. They're gonna attack us.
No.
They're gonna demand food.
Here, just be big and scary. Roar.
Scared them away. See that? That's crazy. Made it back to the car, and in the parking lot we ran into some other people that are from Harriman, just like we are. So that's fun. And yeah, now we're gonna go on to our next hike. The road to our next hike was closed. We're cutting through the campground right now to get over to it on foot, on the roads. We're really out here. That was our last hike for the park, I think. We've seen the big stuff. There was some more that I'd like to have done, but it's all snowed in or closed or whatever, so. Stop, and we found something called the Rogue Gorge Overlook. We're gonna let you know how it is after we're done overlooking it. I tried to block the sun, it didn't work. It's another lava tube. River's raging. Here it's not even moving. There it's raging. And that's because it's going underground right there. How neat is that? There were tons of campsites at the Oregon Caves, so we lucked out tonight. This is where we're going to be staying. Good morning from the daytime. Here's our nice little camp spot. We got some redwood trees. Like, what a cool place. Loving it. Had to get the picture next to the sign. The road's really cool coming up here too, so that's gonna be fun. We get to do it 2 more times. Hopefully, if we can get a cave tour, We got to drop down to the town to get a ticket. Hopefully, they have some last minute ones, but we'll see.
So this little Yaris was doing. Thank you. And Robert, you were going about 40, right?
Yeah, we were going pretty good. We were going the speed limit so fast, it was crazy. Anyway, now we're behind it. Up the amazing mountain road that literally only exists for this cave that they built in the 1930s via Civilian Conservation Corps. And now we're gonna go do our cave tour.
Well, you notice it's kind of been named by the early explorers because they didn't buy one those days. And who was in the Valley Whale Treaty? Who was higher?
So we finished our tour. It was amazing. Now we're doing this little nature trail hike, or cliff trail, that's what it was called. And then there's a couple other small hikes we want to do while we're here. So we made it back to the car and we switched into full hiking. Look at those poles on the pavement. She's a mad lad, can't be stopped. These plants are foamy. It's so strange. They're all over the place. Jill kept asking, where is this big tree? She kept saying, is this tree the big tree? This tree is the big tree. It's a big tree.
Look, for scale.
Shell for scale.
No. Here's how tall are these?
I don't know. The big tree. Some fun tree facts now that we've learned them. This tree is a Douglas fir tree. We knew that. It's 43 feet around and 100 feet tall. And these are the Oregon State tree. Fun stuff. We walked from the last trail to the next trail. We're having a little bit of trouble figuring out exactly where the trailhead is. I think it might be right here, but not 100% sure. I can't recall ever having seen a covered bridge on a hiking trail, have you? Not necessarily the most grandiose waterfall, but it's a waterfall. Chill's moderately happy. We stopped to get some pizza. My head is absolutely killing me though. On our drive for the first time in like 3.5 years. I'm in the Redwood forest, and for the first time ever, trees are so big. They make big tree from earlier today look like a little baby tree. All these trees are big and shit, but like, look at that one. It's so much taller than the rest of them. And they're all really tall. You're not gonna be able to hear me well, because it's very windy, but we made it to the ocean, and we're gonna go check it out. I can see it from here, but you probably can't. Sorry for the bad audio. Look what we found. We watched a whole little documentary on how they restored these guys forever ago, and we decided that we had to stop and take a picture.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning, and we just got up.
Yep.
And now we're on our way. We got up at like what, 5:20?
5:30.
Yeah, and we just got ready, went. We stayed at a RV park called Sturgis.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called.
No, Sturgis was in there. No?
Angler's Cove.
Angler's Cove. I knew it wasn't
banana slug.
Oh.
I don't know if we showed it in the video, but we have one in the car. We're gonna do the little big tree walk. It's nothing special, but, well, it's something special, but it's not a big walk. It's the big tree with a shell for scale. You'll never guess that it is, in fact, a big tree.
Okay, so here's our banana slug, and here's the real banana slug.
We stopped in a Target to find something to eat on our phone, and we saw this old Beetle here. And it is a rusty boy, but it's so cool looking.
It has the original plates.
Yeah. You could tell because they're the black plates, but they've turned orange now. This is the Garden Club of America Grove. We were stuck behind some extraordinarily slow-moving cars, and I said, well, time to go for a little walk. The car actually looks like it's Hot Wheels in a little pretend forest. He was a little too low to go all the way through the tree. I started scraping the little air dam down there. I don't know if you can see him. Oh man, that's bad video. There you go. Anyway, look at these tree houses. Shells in the tree house. Turns out the tree story has a second tree story. Tree house has a second story. Crazy. Look at our neighbors over here. Ew.
Oh.
Made it to the glass beach. Unfortunately for us, it's littered with people. Everywhere you look. Disgusting. Hard to tell. Most of that is like little chunks of glass. There's your big piece. Tacos. No more cake, but tacos. 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 The 99 cents was a lie. It was definitely not 99 cents. But they were great. The Trace Lane cheesecake was even greater. But nothing can ever surpass Gordo's in Murray, Utah. Here's a picture. If you ever go to Salt Lake City, go to Gordo's. It's the best.
It's good.
So we just got to our hotel, which was comically cheap through their website. It was like $110 a night in a place where everything's like $160. It was built in 1891 and is super nice. And we got to go get some Vietnamese food with our new friend Justin from Mount Shasta, but I forgot to take any videos of that. So, you know, good morning everybody. I went to a tiny little bakery, got a muffin, and now we're in Pinnacles National Park. It's supposed to be 102 degrees today, so it is very early in the morning, and hopefully we can do most of our hike before it gets ridiculous out here. Starting our hike, hopefully, it seems like we've got about 3 or 4 hours before the heat really starts, you know, boiling us. So originally we had planned to do 18 miles, linking a bunch of trails together. I'm thinking about paring that back down to 12 miles, so we won't spend too much time in the heat. All right, Shell, we're 9 minutes in. What do you think?
It's cold, and it's cool.
Yes, the cold is nice. Hopefully it sticks around for a long, long time. It won't. We're almost into the cave. It's pretty cool looking. Shell is falling in front of us, trying to be a little goofball. Just a big ball of goof, though, instead. Dave. These little guys have been scaring the crap out of us. They always run around on the trees when we walk by. It's getting very hot. And it is only 8:45 in the morning. Shell, weather report.
It's hot.
Oh. All right, back to you in 10. Oh, he's not focusing. There we go. Look at him.
He opened his mouth.
He said, ah. Shell was not having a good time, and then she saw this guy. And then all of a sudden, she started having a good time again.
Uh-huh.
Shell, I'm gonna need an updated weather report.
It's freaking hot.
Oh man, never would have guessed. There's some of the condors. Well, one of them. There was some more back this way. Shell would like you to know that despite the heat, this hike has totally
Been worth it.
We found the car. Hi, Carl. The car's name's Carl. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm sure it's going to be the hottest thing in the world by the time we get back to it. More condors for your viewing pleasure.
There's like more than 10.
Not to film anything, but we made it back to the car and then back to the hotel subsequently, and now we're gonna take showers because it's hot. We didn't get to do as much hiking as we wanted to because it was very, 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 very hot. This is McQuay Falls, down the Highway 1. It's what we decided to do with our day instead of hanging around at the hotel. And it's beautiful. It's like 70 degrees. A little while, but we got Shell to the beach. Look how happy she is. Oh, the water's gonna get me. Oh no. Still found us some sand fleas that are gargantuan.
I don't think I've seen them this big in a long time. Alright, I gotta go get them back in the water.
We're going out on the racetrack soon, but unfortunately, there's no way for us to video anything, so you probably won't see it.
What's he doing? He's a race car. Hello, buddy.
I wish I could provide more videos, but it's going great. Super fun. Only complaint really was that I couldn't get around anybody when I was in the novice group, so I moved up to the intermediate group, and it was a lot better. I didn't get stuck behind anybody for more than a couple seconds, and the only other complaint is that we didn't get that oil cooler on, so we saw temperatures up to 280, but I calmed down just a little bit once they started creeping up too high, and they came right back down. So now we're just waiting for the car to cool off. And yeah, fun stuff.
My cheeks are so squished that I can't, like, I can't relax my face. This is how I relax my face in the helmet.
It's quite hot out as well.
It is hot.
Not bad when you're on track. Like, it's a little hot and kind of, you know, occasionally just get a little woo. But like, that's pretty good. Can't wait for our drive tonight with the actual air conditioner on though. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah, because we can't roll up the windows. We have to have them down.
Well, and we'd probably overheat the car quite quickly with the air conditioner on, so. We're already running into thermal constraints. We went to the Yard House for dinner, and we got a yard of pineapple cider. Yes, you could try it.
Hello and welcome.
We rehearsed. Look at this. That's Kings Canyon over that way. We're in the Sequoia National Forest. And let me tell you, our campground last night, terrible. For some reason, probably because it's the 4th of July yesterday, there were people just blasting music, talking real loud, doing all sorts of ridiculous stuff. Every campground was like filled to the brim, and we were so tired. It was like 11:30 that we were just like, we're just gonna have to accept whatever we find. And I don't know what time they stopped. I think I managed to fall asleep through it, but it was the loudest,
like
most just
two.
ridiculously like disrespectful campground I've ever been to. But they were all like that. It was insane. So, life pro tip, if you're gonna come out here for the 4th of July and you wanna camp and actually have a decent time, probably just get a hotel on the 4th of July night. Hopefully this doesn't extend for the entire weekend, because if it does, but we'll see. I think we're gonna hike to the Mist Falls. Oh, also we're, you know, in Kings Canyon. Just parked. Don't really have a plan. I would like me to show you him. Yeah, starting our hike. It's pretty cool here already. What do you think of this little unnecessary detour to a bridge?
It was good.
How fast that water's moving. My goodness. We're in the mist, baby. Let's go. We got little cascades going. We got banging views. We got mist everywhere. Chill. What are you thinking? So we just got lunch at the little cafe. It was actually pretty good. A lot of food. And we were gonna go do another hike. It's 100 degrees. And it's all in the sun, and it's straight up a mountain. So we're thinking about maybe not doing that right now, and just going for a drive back towards the other part of the park, or Sequoia or something, to see if it cools off anywhere, and then go for a hike there. This is actually a larg tree. Very rare. Very larg. Chill. review on the tree.
Large.
It's actually crazy how tall these trees are and how big. I guess they're not super duper tall. They're just thick. Because the redwoods are taller, but the sequoias are thicker. Larger by volume. Fun fact, the tallest tree in the world is in California. It's called Hyperion, and it's a redwood tree. And you're not legally allowed to go to it because whenever you were legally allowed to go to it, people would vandalize everything. Go, people!
Camera is on 0.5.
And look at this.
Here is Robert Ferskell.
A proud 6 foot long. I don't stack up, unfortunately.
It's so big, but if I come around, like, oh my gosh, it's just so big. That's what she said. But, oh crap.
We got a woodpecker. This is the dead giant as part of the dead giant loop. Unfortunately, due to a fire that must have happened relatively recently, there were quite a few of extra dead giants along our route.
In case you're wondering what that grunting sound is, Robert
I
has
got a
found-
splinter, and I don't know when I got it because it's very infected, but I just now noticed it. This is the General Grant tree. It is, and you can't even see most of it, huge.
It's not nearly, yeah.
Big stump loop. It's very exciting. Came for the big stump. We ended up with the sawed tree. They sawed the tree. And the tree actually said, "No, I'll still be alive, thank you." Pretty cool guy. We have found the big stump. Jill, stand on the big stump. Look at her go. Biggest stump ever. Maybe, probably not. Cross section of it. Like, they look so big on the ground, but like whenever it's like this, it's even bigger.
It's huge.
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 So,
Look, there's like things growing in it. How cool would it be for an actual tree to grow?
this stuff is wild looking. Morning. It's Saturday, and we're about to do the Big Baldy Ridge. Should be fun, hopefully. It's got pretty good reviews on the old All Trails. It's a little 6-mile hike, and I hope you enjoy the ride, right, Jill? We got attacked by the mosquito people last night, and this morning, and Jill's pretty upset about it. I'm pretty upset about it too. I got mosquito bites all over my face. It's great.
My cart is.
Get it up to the top of Big Baldy, but the trail actually keeps going all the way out over to there. So that's our next stop. But the views already from up here are pretty good. Absolute shock to no one. We've made it back to the car. We left the park to get some food. That little Greek food truck. The food was amazing, but now there's a huge line to get back into the park, so that's a problem.
Probably the best hummus.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing was like probably one of the best things we've gotten on this trip. Maybe not compared to the truck stop, but they're completely different things. So now we're gonna find our way back into the park, I guess. It's 109 degrees. This was the part of lunch to be remorseful about. The line to get into the park just keeps going. Also, it's 111 degrees outside right now. It's disgusting. By the visitor center, it was pretty mediocre, but now that's disgustingly hot. And I know what you're thinking, oh, it's because you had the car parked. It's not. Whenever we got back in the car, it said 117. We started driving and it went up. Didn't go down. It's so hot.
And we're going up.
Yeah, we're climbing uphill. It's so hot.
We made it, I don't know, how far into the park are we?
Very, very far into the park. We've been driving for such a long time.
Yeah, but there's like no one on the road.
They're fighting traffic for way too long, getting to a trailhead, finding out the road to the trailhead is closed, finding out the parking to walk the road to walk to the trailhead was over full. We decided to go to the next hike. So it's been like, I don't know, 5 hours of fighting traffic just to go get some lunch, which I regret doing because starving would have been more pleasurable, and a closed road and a over full parking area. We're at our next trail, the Little Baldy Saddle. As you could tell, we're both very excited about all of this, and we're gonna go for our hike now. It the summit of Mount Little Baldy, or just Little Baldy. I don't think mountain is involved, but you know, we got the Sierras over there, looking cool, and the whole thing's just this big granite dome. The actual summit's up there, but the view is a little bit better down here. It's pretty good. Not a bad hike. It's later in the day, and the crowds have sort of dispersed. Obviously, there's a ton of people still here. We're doing all our generic tourist activities, so we're gonna go over to the General Sherman tree. Hopefully should be cool. I think it's one of the only named trees in the park, so. Oh, we're in Sequoia now. I don't know if we ever mentioned that. Chell for scale.
I got your water.
Chell is very annoyed by everybody hiking off trail. Right, Chell?
Yeah, like, respect Mother Earth, please.
I thought you were going to say the F word there, so. No. Keeping it PG, I guess. Those motherfuckers.
Oh, no.
The fire damage on this tree is insane, and the fact that it is still alive. 30 legs vibing on the bench. Look at these trees.
I really got shit.
Let's go in and look at it. Man, this part of the park's broken. It says it's the Senate. We all know these trees don't do anything then. Grant from yesterday is wider, but this thing is largest in terms of volume and weight. I don't know how many ping pong balls you could fit inside of this tree, but I might actually look that up and put the answer on the screen. If I don't, it's up to all of you, dear viewers, to leave this in the comments. I made it back to the car, and I took the athletic tape that I had on my foot to protect my heel off, and it's very funny. Our very last hike for the trip. Chell's a big grumble bunch because she's been getting eaten by the mosquitoes. I've also been getting eaten by the mosquitoes, but I've just accepted my fate at this point. We're gonna go do a hike to a mountain. The debate is which mountain, and we have a little while to figure that out still. The mosquitoes really really like us today. I can't blame them. We're fabulous. This was the Watchman, in case you wanted to know. Got destroyed by mosquitoes on the way up. It was super fun, but honestly worth it because this is a really cool view of a cool waterfall. And yeah, it's a great way to stay in shape. I just want to share with everyone that Chell got new socks. Look at those bad boys. You could say your socks might be a little husky, huh? Another thing, Chell's hat kind of matches the vibe right now. Back to the car, so now it's time for the long and hopefully uneventful drive home. We made the executive decision to come get more Euros because they were really good, despite it being 110 degrees here. It's just too good! It's just too good! Cruising along. Fancy new aero lights on the dash from the racetrack. Not worried about those. Don't worry about that. But look at this. It was 120 a second ago. Dang, now it's 119. It's freaking hot. We're in California City right now. Look at those guys. It's the big solar thingies. How fun. It's the mirrors that heat up a tank of water that boil it and turn a steam generator and make electricity. They also kill a lot of birds because birds fly over it and get incinerated because it's like hundreds of degrees.
Huh. It's so hot. It was up to 127.